So my name's Charles Esche and we're in the Van Abbe Museum in Eindhoven, and I work here as director together with a great team. The core idea of imagination is something that belongs to art. So art owns imagination in a certain sense, in the same way that financiers own money. Radical imagination is an interesting combination. You have imagination, which is this strange idea that you deceive yourself, that you imagine something which doesn't exist as though it's real. That's already quite a psychological game. By adding radical, I think what you do is you make that imagination real, or you make it wanting to change the world, hopefully in a positive direction. So radical imagination is not only imagining the world otherwise, but wanting to change the world so that it matches that imagination. One of the difficulties that we have today is that because we've reached such a level of material development, a lot of our time is spent being scared of losing it. And that means that there's less space for the kind of radical imagination which would want to improve it in certain ways. So what I see the radical imagination is in the climate change protests, is in people that are proposing that we live materially less well in order to live spiritually or in community better. So the radical imagination today actually is quite interesting because it doesn't propose just endless improvement. What it says is that we have to give way on some of our cherished values in order to promote those values that we've forgotten. And I think that's where we are at the moment. And that means that we're living in quite an unimaginative time. Yeah? I think you always know when corporations are just talking endlessly about imagination and innovation and creativity, that we're probably very unimaginative, uncreative and uninnovative. Because I think that means the mainstream has taken over the territory that maybe should belong to the radical deviants. And we need to recapture that again, I think. And we will. I'm quite confident we're going through a stage where all the imagination that we need will come back to us. Maybe not in my lifetime, but I think within the next generation.